Hello, welcome back to the Memory Arcade. Welcome back, good morning for those red applies, good day to you, and a continuing happy holidays. Yeah, playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, a game I am somewhat invested in. Just why we're... Yeah, don't get too invested in video games. How do we not stand out? How are we not being arrested right now? Like, Tifa's boots look more fancy than anything anyone else is wearing. But yeah, I've aired this pet peeve before. How Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's really fancy outfits for anything or anyone who was in the original game, like discernibly so. But not so much for, you know, random folks, even people who live in the slums and might have to improvise with their clothing. Then again, if we look at real-world slums, they're not really rocking the like a steampunk aesthetic or a I don't know. I don't want to call it favela punk because that seems super insensitive coming from a white dude in the global north. Now this outfit specifically, isn't that Johnny's dad? Like, this is a was about to say sprite, but that's a character model with the vest and the bow tie that came up a couple times in the game. That's Johnny Flutter. That's recognizable.
The mercenary? I've got fingers in a few pies myself. Worked with a lot of businesses. Even Seventh Heaven, on occasion. What I'm saying is, you and me, we're not so different. And certainly not complete strangers. In fact, I want you to think of me as family. You know, an uncle or maybe a distant relative.
Are you Mafia? You gotta tell me if you're Mafia.
You wouldn't happen to be interested in grappling guns, would you? Great for getting up or down in a jiffy. I ordered some for a client, but I accidentally added...
Do they have a 300-meter reach?
I had a ton to spare. Was thinking of setting up an attraction where you jump from the top of the Shinra building. You know, for the adrenaline junkies. But the fellas at Shinra didn't think it was such a great idea.
Oh, please tell me you actually filed that with Major Domino. Like, at least that brightened that poor slop's day.
Hey, Mert, what's with the glum face? You know, you ought to meet my son, Johnny. He'll turn that frown upside down. He's got a big old heart and a real way with people. Can't help but cheer him up. Or maybe that's just how I see him, because he's my son.
Oh, Johnny's alright, I think.
Hello there. You must be that
Okay.
Tifa's I've heard so. I've got fingers. In fact,
Oh, you can cut through old lines if you keep pressing triangle. That's good. Yeah, so Johnny was a completely minor character in the original game, but since they combed over this whole thing with an almost religious fervor, yeah, of course, Johnny became more of a deal. Oh, we went through that. Check some. Oh. Maybe because this is a bigger environment, the textures are a little less.
Times like this that remind you how inconvenient life is down here. Man, if I could only live topside. That's never gonna happen on my salary, though.
Oh wow, even Shinra Middle Manager doesn't live.
Personal comfort. Shinra enriches everyone's lives with Mako energy.
Oh wow.
You should focus on all the good you're doing for the world.
I know, you're right, but...
That said, the higher I climb, the more zeros you two are going to see in your paychecks.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Looking forward to it.
Again, Shinra Middle Manager, completely unnamed. Tifa can't fuck with the physics.
Johnny's not a bad guy, but he's a pretty big
Thank
mouth
you.
that he
Can I
doesn't
do
know
it?
when to keep shut. I know.
I can do it.
Johnny's not a bad guy, but he's a pretty big mouth that he doesn't know when to keep shut.
Where did it go? Did I bounce it into the sub-ocean? Did I set it up for a frame-perfect trick?
Johnny's not a bad guy, but he's a pretty
Oh well. Yeah, we know Johnny's not a bad... Oh, hello.
Hey man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it? You like it? You feeling it? Have a copy.
Oh, thank you. Way, indeed.
Danger. Falling debris. Keep out. Not going that way.
Not yet. Oh dear. Like they have a lot of they had a lot of shit going on in Midgar, but you kind of like in the Sector 7 slums. It's a one big family. That's the vibe you get. But you know, I guess a soup kitchen co-op kind of thing
Boss, it was those avalanche terrorists that...
would
You can't hide forever. Come on,
would probably be a good idea if people have to go sift through the trash for food.
if the planet's a living being,
Another thing, I'm not sure if it'll come up, but with I think the canonical reason for there to be monsters in the countryside and also some parts of the slums is that with Shinra draining the Mako energy from the planet, the planet's sickness kind of expresses itself through monsters running wild. You know, like every frickin' RPG needs a justification for monsters having monsters around. So that woman just mentioned learning more about the planet as a living being, and I was like, my first thought was, yeah, just take a trip to Cosmo Canyon and learn all about it. But she probably can't A, afford the trip, can't B, to do the trip safely, given these people are kind of locked into staying in Midgar just because once they head for these hills over there, they'll probably already beset by all kinds of bullshit.
hey, the area around the old
Step back.
you want to poke around, you'll have
Isn't
to wait
this
until the blockade's lifted.
isn't this where we have our little job? No, it says 255 meters.
The old factory's off limits.
Okay, so there's a bunch of spots where we can hunt for bear asses. I keep saying bear asses. Some people might not know the meaning for that. It's basically shorthand for anything you collect in games like World of Warcraft. Like, collect 10 bear asses to progress in this quest, and
All the items you could want.
Just imagine if Rich...
My husband decided to go to the States. So they blew up a reactor.
The watch is saying they're gonna step...
Until they get
Searching
reactor
for
one back
candidates.
up
That
and
who
running.
Wedge mentioned?
That sword's massive. What does he sell again?
that sword is massive, thank you very much. Fuck the other guy, we don't know him.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
Why?
The more we pile up, the more they show up.
Yeah, I guess these are parts of some old Mako processing equipment. Like, it looks vaguely reactor-esque. So I guess that's also... Like, Mako is basically the Handwavium of this setting. It's not just that it is the planet's living soul, but also... Heyo.
And there's our first challenge.
But also works as a mutagen. And honestly, if fiction writers take nothing else away from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is that having something like a mutagen in your setting is kind of awesome in terms of shit you can get away with.
Soldier looks like in action.
This was just
Right,
a
she's
warm-up.
I'll bet. Let's keep at it.
actually. I wanna see what Tifa's like to control. Rolling uppercut. Tifa's strengths. Tifa excels at close range combat and uses combat to deal lots of damage. Heck yeah. Then on attack, hold it down to deliver a single powerful blow. Oh, so she charges rather than... Yeah, unbridled strength can be used to enhance her unique ability, as well as increase the number of attacks that can be changed to Keda. Okay, so this is identical to the rolling uppercut I can also do with a triangle. Alright, you cannot see the controls. I figured I'd rather obfuscate the controls rather than the life meters. You know, for those thing. For those at home, for it to be more... Motherfucker. So I didn't want to obscure the ice. The life meters, so it's more suspenseful for those viewing at home. But also, that was the one material where it was like, if Tifa has that from the get-go, I'm not gonna buy it. What did I just get? Get the ice material. I mean, I could probably also splurge and just buy one of each primary element for all three main characters. Like, we're usually gonna be fighting in a party of 3 again, so why not have, if we get enough slots, have everyone be able to throw lightning, fire, and ice. Like, these are the big ones. Actually, I could probably do that. That way we could exploit boss. Wow, we're fighting were-rats. This is fine. Like, I don't think too much of this grindy stuff is mandatory to progress the story. And it's just more game. And it is a fun combat system.
Charging in like it was nothing.
You too. It's a little surprising.
Except the neighbor watch better get it.
This'll let me go. Deal with that.
Unique ability. Uppercut. To access more advanced techniques, you must use unbridled strength to increase your chi level. Right, because they didn't really go into that in the original game, but in terms of classic Final Fantasy classes, well, classic Final Fantasy and classic D&D, I guess. Tifa is a monk.
Okay, let's
So yeah.
It's over. Too late. All right. I think that might be the last of them.
They won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, folks will be grateful for the peace and quiet in the meantime. A win's a win, you know?
True.
Trust me, it'll do wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
I love how you can see the material on the items. I wonder how wild 8-slotted items are gonna look in the sequel/sequels. They still haven't announced how much they're gonna cover in the second one. Like, I could totally see them. I don't see them stretching it to 4 games. I could see them going for the trilogy because everything has to come in threes, and it would kind of make sense to maybe cut it at the City of the Ancients, or maybe after the Northern Crater. Oh, Northern Crater would be great, actually. You have this big downer moment with Cloud's memory and all that. I mean, there's a big downer moment in the City of the Ancients, of course, but the whole thing about Tifa leading the party for a while, you could start with that in the third, in episode 3. But yeah. So I don't know how much material we even get to equip in this part of the journey. And I wonder if there's gonna be, if they're gonna reset levels between episodes, or if everything carries over, and how they will then be able to stretch things out. Just doing my due diligence here for items and such. Yeah. So, curious about that. Okay. Anyway, let's, I guess we'll head over to Biggs and Wedge and... Okay, dude, what about this guy does not look like a gun for hire, or a sword for hire? Do I have to turn my sword into a spray paint billboard?
Searching for candidates.
I hear you sell swords. Might want to introduce yourself to the other merchants to get off.
Hey, you just opened up shop in the area, didn't you?
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out.
You hear someone got rid of all the monsters on...
Back already?
Got every last one, too. Now the slums should be safe.
You guys are machines.
Good job. Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
So I heard.
Everyone who entered our little
What did
shack.
you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good
Cloud,
work. It'll pay off soon enough.
just chill for a
I
second,
promise.
will you?
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
You okay?
I'm fine.
He keeps doing that and nobody questions it.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village,
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Oh, no, you won't.
What?
Run along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Good guy, Biggs.
Before we get back to it, why don't you check out the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
I don't know about that.
You hear someone
Didn't he
got rid of
call me a punk ass bitch last time? Yellow.
Hold up. Heard there's a merc that'll take on any monster. You the man?
Word spreads fast around here.
You heard of the Merc? Which Merc?
Sorry
The Merc
about
with the
before.
power.
I get antsy when business is slow.
Ugh.
Man in your line of work needs weapons, no? Why not try that one on for size? Yours on the house. Badass like you rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
Really?
Fine.
Or if
Huh.
you want to take a look at something else.
Just a look.
Show me what you got. Iron bangle. A bracelet. Okay, that would be a non look at that. Oh, this one breaks upon use. Uh-huh. But those could be clutch in a boss fight. So I mentioned last session that I'm not super keen on using all the stuff the PC version throws at you in the gift box, because these usually mess with the power level and difficulty curve. But I guess the stuff we got wasn't too outlandish. I don't mind getting... See, actually the stats are not as good as what we already have.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on, let's go chat up Weimer.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch. You never know. Could toss some work your way.
Where's he at?
Also, I mentioned that I would do all the bears stuff offline. I haven't played since. I was pretty rushed after yesterday's stream, so yeah. And this way, we can get an idea of what this is all about. Iron Blade. Ooh, 3 slots. None of them linked. But we don't need linked slots since we don't have any blue materia. Okay, skill points are, I guess, level based. Defense. HP. Punisher mode, damage boost. Physical damage reduction when guarding. I mean, these synergize nicely, don't they? Set to manual and okay, so base damage not as good. Magic defense goes up. Proficiency bonus strikes 3 on my enemies. Oh, look at that. Fire, ice. Let's buy some extra lightning because Midgar is full of robot enemies.
All the items you could want straight from the plate. No matter your needs or your budget, our wide selection of items is
Hey, no window shopping, alright?
Wait. Oh, she already had that. Oh, that's neat. Get these little ladder icons. A C for Cloud, a T for Tifa. Gonna be curious to see what Kate Sif will get. Maybe a little. Maybe it's just gonna be CS or. Ah, but CS could also stand for Cloud's Drive. Good grief. No, but I think it's super neat. They should just give kids a cat icon then. So where is Wyvern, YB? Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, some people in Sector 8 are definitely not okay. Oh, okay.
Searching for candidates. Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
They went so hard on her poses.
For experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. Sizable weapon, excellent cardiovascular health and impressive lung capacity. Perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure. An optimal candidate.
That's because of all the hot air he emits.
I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this as a down payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
I'm not interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies. And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
Oh dear.
Excellent.
No, Cloud, we will not chop down this
Once you've completed your task,
teenager.
Please return and report to me.
Who might be a robot? Okay. Real quick though, because I'm usually not that much of a graphic sound, but I just get this feeling that the game is telling us it's using the high texture setting, but actually doesn't. Weird. Weird.
Set the orb of assess materia to your equipment and use it to gather battle intel.
Okay. Anyone still got room for that kind of stuff? That's healing. That's pretty non-optional. Deadly dodge. Yeah, doesn't have to be. Don't have to have that. But good. The HP up she could really use. Yeah.
Please set the orb of assess materia to
Yeah.
your equipment and
You're our go-to monster slayer now.
I could finally sleep. You're gonna have to talk to your clients if you want all the details.
Oh, he just gave us pointers, huh?
Until they get reactor 1.
up and running, the factory's gonna...
The watch is saying they're gonna...
Was thinking I might chat out on all myself.
So they blew up a reactor. My husband decided to go to...
All the items you could want, straight from the plate.
Hello.
Hey there, Tifa. Welcome back. And you, the new merc in town looking for work, right?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town looking for food and
The
whatnot.
Doom Rats?
Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw your crack smile. Well, do the job and you can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help. And the whole rat pack will come running.
That's more experience points for us.
All the items you could want, straight from
Another day.
You ever take Tifa!
Honestly, this perceived softness might really just be an issue with the... Oh, it might actually be the adaptive resolution. And if that's the case, I'm just gonna not meddle with it because it's trying to keep a frame rate. Trying to keep a frame rate solid, so yeah.
all the items you could...
Although, one thing we could try... Gosh, I'm so sorry. Set this back to its default 8.
Can't help but take a little pleasure.
Apparently it was done by a...
Okay, do any characters like violently pop in on the horizon?
I hear you sell swords.
Not really, no.
You know how turf can be a touchy subject.
Where? But
Hey, you just opened up shop in the area, didn't you?
Got new numbers for Monster Slaying this month. Check them out.
okay, I'm officially a little confused by what the icons want to tell us, in what context.
Husband decided to go to...
Just imagine if rich people...
You know, the items...
Just imagine if rich people is a fundamentally depressing sentence these days.
Johnny's not a bad guy.
Trying to strut your stuff? Okay, okay. You okay? So I was at the Honeybee Inn is also a good one to start with.
I swear, there's chance to do.
Shops on Culvert Street, stock goods you won't...
Hello, hello! Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. You're not here to shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some breaks have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talager factory. Can't
That
have
sounds
any
more
trouble
interesting.
around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Talager factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance. Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Wait, is it down 100? Oh, to 100. We're good on ethers.
Hey, this look like a bloodstain to you?
Yeah, that's rust. Shit, it's rusted? No, no, it's blood, it's blood. Boys? Show me what you got. Oh, wait, no ATB. Unbridled strength, dive kick, and chakra. That rat went to the moon. Oh, unbridled strength is exactly on the button I would have set it to. Look at our girl move.
I don't see any Doom Rats around.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
That's a lot of running back and forth running.
All the items you could want, straight from the plant.
Well, rats too much to handle? I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the Doom Rats. No biggie. Get back out there and finish the job, and we're good.
Okay, this is obnoxious. Like, this is Megward. Megward. God, good grief. At least I now figured out that it's pretty short. Oh, they're bipedal?
Get ready. It's on now. That's it. You're done. See ya. It's over.
Sweet.
Keep it together.
Sure, why not? Cloud. Let the cactus.
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
At least that's fast travel to your handler.
No matter your needs or your budget.
Finally managed to get those Doom Rats, huh? Thanks, guys. You're the greatest. Was so dead in here, I thought I might have to close up shop for good. Hey, got an idea. Hear me out. If the guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop, well, what do you say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Talk you up to Weimer.
I'm Cloud Strife, and this is my favorite shop in Sector 7.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new mercantile in my little store. I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
Yeah, we want that.
Could be you found your calling.
Was alright, I guess.
Now that was the theme song of Advent Children.
Not to make money, but to build connections.
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, Barrett should have finished collecting his share of the money by now. So what do you want to do? Head back to the bar?
Let's do the side quests first.
Apparently it was done by
So these are obviously the reinterpretations of the original outfits.
I've seen them on the news before.
And I wonder if they're gonna get like little glow-ups between episodes. Either as in, oh no, it always looked that way, don't worry about it. Or if they're gonna consciously decide to have them switch outfits or slightly change outfits. Like for instance, Cloud's shoulder pad becoming more impressive towards the end of the story. That it's less of an improvised thing or improvised looking thing, and more of a, like, maybe not the fancy one he had in Advent Children, but kind of on the way there. That would be neat.
What's gonna happen to Midgar? It was good riddance to those rodents.
Gotta admit, the watches. Hey, Cloud, need your help.
Please set the Orb of Assess Materia to your equipment and use it to gather battle intel.
Alright, actually have to use that material, huh?
A certain shopkeeper told me you paid him a visit. Thanks for helping him out. Just so happens there's another.
Yeah, he's not gonna give you any trouble anymore. Here's your money. What? What? No. It's not this kind of deal.
On the loose, you see. A rabid catch dog. Maybe you heard people talking about it. Shinramuk gone feral. Last sighting was in Scrap Boulevard. Think you're up to it?
Sure.
Handle it.
You're a lifesaver. Doubt anyone else around here stands a chance. Go get him, bud.
Cue us fighting that thing for 30 seconds.
Everyone I know's
What do we have to assess? Monster bio. Assess 2 enemy types. Oh, it's not even that we had to get the rats. Okay, so Scrap Boulevard was right over here.
I know you. You're that, Keep up the good work, Tifa.
Oh, we're already running low on slots. Yeah, I wonder if there's just gonna be a massive power squeeze between episodes. If we're already able to use Kyuraja or Kyurega or whatever it's supposed to be pronounced. Alright, this is a command materia, so we have to actively use that. But also healing would be boon. It's very situational, but definitely worth leveling up. So I guess we'll just give it to Tifa. Can I slam this door open? Apparently not.
Focus. This won't take long. Too bad.
Ah, you actually have to be... Oh, Cloud is not doing well. We have Chakra with only self-heals. I should have remembered. Oh wow, we're looking really rough. I have a high potion.
Damn it.
Can we go after it? No? Actually, small mercies and such. Let's just heal up with potions. Oh, this multi-use feature is really nice. You just hold down the L button, the L1, and I can just keep spamming it, or being able to switch between characters. Oh yeah.
Here I go.
Right behind you.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Bring it. Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, so Omnistrike completely vents that Unbridled Strength buff into one attack. So, maybe a good idea to time it. Damn. He was about to die. That needs to be a high potion.
I'm not going out like this. Gotta be smart. Bring it. Yeah. It's on you.
Great. Get him.
Come on, buddy. Heal us. Ah, he looks weird, but he's still so cute.
Here we go.
Yeah, come on.
Would kill for a shower.
Ooh. That was good. That was a good scrap.
Took care of the dog, did you? Phew, we owe you one.
Gotta say, I've never seen a Shinra breed like that before. Out of curiosity, when exactly did it show up?
Oh, today. The first reports came in just this morning. Why do you ask? Wait a minute. There's this crazy story about a Shinra research lab hidden right beneath our feet under the slums.
Huh. Really? That's news to me.
Yeah, that wasn't in the old game.
Here I thought you might know something I don't. Well, I guess not.
It's a big organization. I'm sure there's lots of secrets I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. You got the bastard. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Conehead's carbuncle is weird. But also, the summons are all mythical or quasi-mythical creatures, so their appearance does not necessarily reflect, you know.
Breed of attack dog, huh? That's something you see every day. Around here, at least.
Like it's kind of a fake creature, or the mythical form chosen by a quasi deity. So I think we can scratch down our reasons off the board, unless they introduce a hunchbacked Moogle, like a horribly hunchbacked Moogle who seems to have trouble moving and all that. I think we're good.
Solid gold. Those disgusting vermin deserved what they got. Those disgusting vermin deserved what
Okay. Settle down, sir. It was a ball game. Really, game? Really? You're gonna fuck me like that? Okay. Glenn will remember that.
Don't rush it and drop your tools. Take your time.
Okay. Never. Like. Yeah, no, it is tradition. Good grief. At least in Final Fantasy 1-6, I knew what the deal was with the tiles. And ladies and gentlemen, Yuri Leventhal, known from Spider-Man PlayStation, here as Johnny. Wow, blindfolded too. Was blackbagging to real?
Security started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
They're also gonna do a cavity search.
He doesn't really know what we do.
And cut his hair.
Suspicions. And he's a talker. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go alone.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
It's the least
Yeah, you know me.
Lead on.
I can hold my temper.
Come on.
Nothing short fused about Cloud's drive.
They come in and act like they
Free dental haircut. Sweet. Am I supposed to? Oh. Honestly, I still want to play that the PlayStation Spider-Man game at some point. I think it's a crying shame that they had to Tom Hollandify the PlayStation 5 version of Peter Parker with no with no way of going back to it. That's the kind of stuff you wanna see fixed in a PS5 emulator at some point, like 10 years from now or so. But Yuri Lowenthal was such a good casting.
Let's get a closer look.
Model citizens don't steal blasting, Agent. So why don't you tell
Yeah,
me your ID
well,
we were going over the warehouse logs?
Huh? You got it all wrong. I've never gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse.
I wonder if Johnny... Jesus Christ, Jesse. She's a sweet girl, but think of the collateral. That's not cool.
I swear, all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something out.
Tifa, we're gonna end up killing the officers. What is this caution thingy here? Did they also wipe the floor? 20 years ago? Oh, hi. High energy potion. Ah, yes. Enjoy potion. We're actually okay. What we could use is better battle settings for Adia Tifa. So she has that high potion handle handy. Umbrella strength. Dive kick sounds good. And what do we want to put here? Maybe a spell. Like the Poisona spell we got. Mod recently waxed. Exactly. We also need to assess more enemies. I need to remember that. And yeah. Right, the infamous first of the infamous benches. The screen fade implies that he was sitting there for a while. Did he just listen to Johnny being horribly beaten? Not 100 meters away from him? Oh my god, no, not the face. Think of my mom. Cloud, we really have it. Hold on. Short rest. Gotta get that short rest on. Our DM is really anal about those short rest times.
Let him
Oh,
go.
that looks like a death squad.
Who are you? The cavalry?
I mean, they look like the cavalry.
Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me!
What do you think you're doing?
Here we go.
Great, not Johnny has brain damage. I hope you're happy.
Best do it right.
I'm sure I'll have to assess many more of these fiends, so better get started on that.
I got your number. Let's finish this.
Too easy.
So, is it over?
You talk too much, Johnny.
What now?
He's a talker.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Cloud, I was kidding.
Whoa! No! You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
and get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss. You ain't never gonna see my face again. I swear.
He has a family.
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
And them?
No more.
Yeah, there are no more, but where do we bury them?
You're scaring me.
Okay, I'm glad it comes up thematically.
We need to go before they wake up.
Wake up in heavy air quotes, as in they are found.
I'm worried about Johnny.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Right.
What?
It's just... you've really changed.
How?
I suppose it's... yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
I remember. So, what do you want to do now? Head back to the bar, or do you want to tackle another job or two?
The last one is real nightmare fuel. But please, make it the Japanese voice actor for Hojo, in particular. Like, I'm playing this in English. I've said why I play it in English a couple times now. You know, with all the cross chatter and this being pretty decent dub all around. But when I watch the comparison between, you know, all the major characters between their English and Japanese voices, Hojo stood out as, wow, no, the Japanese version sounds positively unhinged. Why is he still working anywhere? That went from creepy to, I don't know, reanimator shit.
My son suddenly told us that he was going to leave town. Oh, tell me it isn't true. He can't survive out there on his own. He's a headstrong boy, so once he puts his mind to something, he always follows through. For better or worse, I suppose.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Like, Hojo is a psychopath, and I feel that most people working with him know that he's a complete psychopath. And I hope his interns have coping mechanisms.
My boy up and declared he was leaving town to go on a journey. We only live once. I say while he's young, he should follow his heart.
I love this.
Defying the man. Playing by the rules only gets you so far.
I really love this. They kind of managed to weave together this new narrative that they have for Johnny, that he was, you know, bit of a loose end for Avalanche, and that we just took care of, which is new to the story. In the original, it was really just that there was this local kid named Johnny, and he wanted to see the world. And he went up and away, and his parents were a little sad about it, but also, you know, could appreciate what the old man just said. He just wants to see the world, and...
I don't think I've had a chance to introduce myself yet.
You did that.
I'm sure you're terribly worried about him too, aren't you, Tifa? That's my boy. I'll have to remember to tell him that when he finally comes back home.
Son, the hot chick from the bar across the street really digs you. I think you got a shot there. Dad, that's no.
What's gotten into Johnny? It's like they don't even care a reactor blew up. Glad we no longer have a...
I suppose Hojo is useful? Or maybe after Professor Gast got 86th by Shinra higher ups. Or was it Hojo himself? I guess maybe a combination of the two. After Professor Gast went bye-bye, Hojo was the only one who could maintain the soldier program? Like, he's kind of like Arnim Zola in the MCU. If Arnim Zola was completely irreplaceable. Because Zola, you knew how to keep it down a little.
Cloud, you were the first to gather the data I requested. Here is the rest of your payment. I have developed new materia. Would you like to see it?
Oh, he resets weapon upgrades. Okay. Assess materia and auto cure. Cast cure on several injured allies up to a set number of times. Will not activate if the carrier does not have enough ATB charges and MP, or the player is this would be a nice. Wait. 100? That's dirt cheap. Yeah, let's put that on Tifa. Somehow. We'll find room.
I plan to develop more materia in the future. Together, we can harness enough power to take down Shinra. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you will assist me in completing.
Yeah. Compulsively.
You are our only hope against that beast.
I'll compulsively use assess. I should probably put assess on some setting here. Hey cat, what's up? Put the focused. Huh? I think this is okay. How much money are we packing? Not quite 1,000. Okay. Do we have anything with 2 slots? Actually have the Corneo Amulet. Oh. It is DLC content, but I'm inclined to use it. Don't need a cure materia to have that, huh? Okay. Where I have to go?
Great job. You are our only hope against that beast.
Took some real skill to get rid of that beast.
How about joining the watch? We could use a guy like you. Word is you got rid of our oversized backdrop.
Sorry.
Thanks for noticing.
I swear all the places.
I was thinking. Oh? I just noticed the mute icon popping up there in my overlay, and I think that was a faulty export. Put that. No, that's let's see. Wait, that's not the one we want for playing a Final Fantasy. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe putting Little Glenn in a cloud costume and maybe do up the hair, but then it would just be Zack. And this way I got something that works for every Final Fantasy.
If there's nothing you can't do.
There's the one dude in the watch.
But didn't you?
I'm not gonna let you sleep. Personal space, man. Have you ever hurt more people than you?
Never know. If the planet's a living
Hey, the area.
Factory's off limits. Drakes have been spotted inside. Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things. Are you? In that case, be my guest. We believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely is. The sad version of that would be that he's very much like a dog who's been abused. But, yeah. Especially since the cat in the actual cat character in this game is one of the most cheerful entities around.
You asked for it. Gotcha.
Let's do it right. That's that. See ya. Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
About mansplaining Kung Fu to Tifa.
You're dead.
Ah, we should have gotten the other guy. Oh, wait, no, we have an ex-soldier who can jump implausibly high.
Keep it together.
I got this.
Let's go.
Neat. And I didn't assess it, but we're bound to meet another one.
I won't lose.
Ew.
All set. Too late. Bingo. Bring it.
Not bad. Piece of cake.
Be nice to start a battle with at least one ATB. Maybe that's the thing we can get. What exactly did I assess? Did I assess hot air? There we go.
Don't overdo it.
I got Let's do this right.
Ah, wrong button. What actually casts magic, huh?
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
Locked up tight.
Huh.
Damn it.
Thought this was maybe like a one-way thing. Just way of I decided to not fast travel.
If this is what you want.
Enough. After you.
All set. Bring it.
Oh.
Know your limit.
I haven't played the original. Which... Oh, wait. So I don't really know how that particular series rolls in terms of combat. Okay, so it's very different anyway. I mean, it's also kind of to be expected that certain trends in combat systems like would seep into other projects at Square Enix. Oh, that sounds like a lot.
Keep those gloves up.
Oh.
Sure thing, coach.
So, why won't the game let us just hack this open? That's the question here. Anyway, we made it.
Give 'em hell.
Already gave them hell.
Think we could get
Getting a hang of the area.
Thinking I might join in one of those.
What canned goods won't I get sick of? Oh. It might be a good idea to stock up on food.
I told Dad we're good. Hey, where'd you guys go? Oh, hey there. Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kinda hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Let me tell you all about them. They
Okay.
have long arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food, and nice people will give them treats when they ask. And small faces. Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
I'm looking for cats.
Be glad it's not monkeys.
They'll come running, all 3 of them. Find my friends, please.
I'm gonna look for her cats, of course.
For the wedding. How much we need to buy a house on the plate? They love crowded places, like the road to the station. A lot of people stop to play with them there. What's the source of this one? The light stream. So you're like an assassin?
I hear you sell swords.
Great job. I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research. I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Like an ongoing quest? Hit enemies vulnerable to ice, fire ice of lightning using the appropriate magic. Use unique abilities on staggered enemies and charge the ATB gauge 10 times. Stagger 15 enemy types. Okay, so now the assessment thing just becomes a gameplay feature to get their weaknesses, but not something super compulsive. It's basically like little achievements. Oh yeah, that is a little similar. See, thing is, I could just like I should probably do the thing where I look at the intel reports and which enemy is vulnerable to this or that, or I could just spam ice on the next few enemies until I get it. It's probably what I'm gonna be doing. Do all the enemy areas repopulate with regular Joes? Doesn't look like it. Which is a shame. There's nothing that will induce anxiety into a somewhat completionist RPG player than limiting enemy encounters.
What's in this?
Huh. Come on, boy.
No holding back. Calling out.
And there you go.
Up a good swim.
won't be tough.
Of course not.
Allow me.
Yeah, I can't access the quest requirements during battle. Now, if it was really nice, it would just tell me if something was super effective. The way Persona does it. Oh yeah, I can see that. I guess Final Fantasy VII, like the remake, is also beholden to look particularly flashy in a particular... in a very particular way. Which could come at the detriment of its strategic elements. And you know, being 3D as well.
Try this. You're good at this.
Told you so.
They're nothing.
Compared to us, at least.
Let's do this. That's that. Enough. Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coates.
Yeah. It's kind of how, you know, a 2D fighting game, like one by Arc System Works, can be... Well, let's tone it down a little. Let's say by Capcom. Can be very flashy, but by virtue of being on a 2D plane, you can still follow the action reasonably well. And you have to tone it down the moment you step into 3D. Like, Tekken is not nearly as flash. If everything in Tekken played out... I mean, Tekken is also 2D gameplay-wise for the most part, so maybe it's a bad example. But I guess... I hope you get my meaning. How fixed perspective can really alleviate the clutter. Oh yeah, there's lots of particle effects, and what I really don't like is the obnoxious screen flashing when you hit stuff.
Don't screw this up. Thank you. That hound had us scared half to death.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it! I've developed a new materia.
Wind materia. Air, Aurora, Roga. Yeah, let's just get one, just to have it.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
I believe that wasn't a set of enemy skills on the original. Like, there was no wind materia per se.
All right, Merc. What are you in the market for?
Oh, you fought one? Maybe we should get one when Barret rejoins the group. I still have to go to the scrap dealer, and then I also have to find the cats.
Did you really take care of that attack dog? We're always looking for totally saved that ant's bit.
Thing is, there's so many cats in Sector 7. How will I know? I mean, the game will tell me if it's like this cat.
Wait, did you hear that
Yeah.
just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
Yeah, I'm staring right at it. Yep, that's how a cat would react to Cloud. Okay, maybe we should talk about it at some point. Is Seven Heaven essentially a Hooters bar because just everyone is fawning over Tifa?
Hey, this looked like
Got rid of those drakes in the factory, did ya? What a relief. I can't wait to give my regulars the good news. You're the real deal, all right. Keep it up, and I can see you going far as a merc in this town. I've worked with my fair share over the years, so believe me when I say that I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you're needed over at the Pillar. Apparently another flying bastard stirring up trouble.
Wow, they're really stretching these, huh?
No, I get it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living.
This close to a Dark Knight quote.
When I see one. Keep at it. I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by when you're in the neighborhood, huh?
I'll bet a lot of people are talking about you right now. There's this amazing merc who can handle anything.
I mean, people are already talking about the giant sword. I'm just glad they're not talking about the hair.
Shops on Culvert Street stock goods you won't find in more reputable establishments. So I was at the
Yeah, but it was also actively meowing at them and moving to a degree.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, that's a bag of trash and not a yellow cat.
What canned goods will I get sick of?
So I'm guessing all the little kitty cats are not... Like, look at this bullshit. Oh, yeah, animations are really good. I guess none of these are... What was her name? Betty's? That one of Betty's? I guess not. Anyway, if I was living in Sector 7, this is where I would be spending my time. Wait, one of them is meowing. Well, doesn't mean anything.
Oh, their cuteness moves me to tears, but their fur makes my nose run.
There's this one dude in the watch.
But didn't she send money back home?
I'm not gonna let you sleep a wink.
We actually had a moment like that where the shopkeeper asked us to endorse his shop.
Wait.
Oh, do her cats just all look the same? That won't make it easy.
You never know. Are they actually letting people in there now?
If the planet's a living...
Seriously?
Sorry, but it's outside our jurisdiction.
Show some spine!
Yes, sir! Ma'am, if you don't leave at once, I will be forced to arrest you. Oh, yeah?
I love those two. Sir, you call my bluff?
Tifa!
Cerulean Drake flew in from the train graveyard, but these two clowns refused to get out their butts and do anything about it. Hey, is that? It is you, the new Merc.
I have a name.
The Drake is in the old Taliger factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key. You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget which. Just smash them all.
Recently, a rather
If it ain't the Merc himself.
took up residence nearby. Everyone
So I'm guessing we're supposed to do this here? No. Just flew in from the graveyard. No! This is here. Okay.
This won't take long.
Not at all.
Take the lead.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. Ha. Too late. It's over.
Mid-fight level ups. Don't mind that. Okay, but seriously, the next battle. Use unique abilities on staggered enemies. Well, we need enemies that are strong enough to survive into staggered mode. And stagger 15 enemy types. Yeah. Sure. Very specific delineation between stuff we can crash and what we can't. Huh. Well. Wait.
If this is what you want.
Don't tell me it's just this one door we couldn't open it a minute ago.
No holding back.
Give me your best shot.
All right.
Would kill for a shower.
Don't hold back.
You got it.
It's on you.
Let me handle this. Bring it.
Never in doubt. Locked up tight. Damn it.
But if it's quest relevant?
Locked up tight.
Oh, there was something about breaking chests, huh? Great. Find the key. Yeah, so the key will be in some pile of chests. Not these chests, these are bad chests.
I won't lose.
Here we go. Enough. Chill. That's that. Nothing to it.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Looks like a bit of green materia. Yeah, like a really overbearing physics simulation. Oh, look at that! Our first materia. First couple materias evolved. That's neat.
This won't take long.
Not at all. Oh, let's go.
I mean, I could help him, but maybe there's a lesson there somewhere.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Well, this one's pretty.
Coming through.
Out of our way.
And actually looks like it's from the old game, not just a desaturated version. Come on.
Let's do it right. Don't overdo it.
All set.
Hmm.
Watch yourself.
I got this.
Spell potencies. Your materia is improved enough that more potent spells is available. Okay.
Calling fire.
And it stays switched to the more potent version. It's neat. Same with the healing. Want to get an all materia for that. Yeah, a little bit like that.
No holding back.
buzz off.
Bird.
Worked up a good sweat.
Like the idea that it falls down somewhere and everyone's like, oh no, our loot.
And there he is. I knew you were the right man for the job. There's no denying you're the real deal. Not like these idiots with their excuses. Rather have one of you than
They have guns and authority.
Doing their job.
Please keep it down.
Expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly is it you're trying to say, Merc?
Oh, Cloud's both sizing it.
I see now. Heard you were ex-Shinra. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies.
Fucking class
I'm looking
traitor.
out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. We can take care of this town ourselves. No more Mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
We get a free star bracelet for this 2-slot thing for 1600 gil. That is good news.
Good job ridding us of that.
Oh, it's the same cat. It just keeps running away because it's Cloud. You were right. I thought, okay, maybe she just has 3 white cats because the devs were a little lazy there.
People are saying good things about you, Merc.
I told Dad we're getting married.
Next item on the Friends of Freshness agenda.
Heard good things about you.
Friends of Freshness. The ongoing sewage problem.
Got something to say? Don't you just...
Thing is, even though the cat callers are not being that rude, and I guess that has something to do with Tifa already having broken a few jaws in this town.
Glad we no longer have a rat problem. He said he was leaving town.
The second was like Chocobo, but then it's just that it's just a sample on that hip hop track. Literal air with calories? Kinda like Perry air in Spaceballs?
Don't take your eyes off it. Oh, hey. Thanks, Chili Beans.
Thanks to the awesome.
Hey, what are you doing in... I'm trying to get a cat to come out. It snatched one of my pastries and scurried in there. Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
Pulls out sword. Okay, which one of you is a criminal? Ah, I see. Pink color crime on the rise. God damn it, Cloud, you're so bad at this.
Screw this.
Guess we have to return to her now?
What? They ran away? So, we're never gonna see them again? You guys! You came back! They said that a scary man was chasing them. Thank you!
I think we've both been had. Like, this comes at the expense of Cloud, but also us thinking that it's maybe just one cat.
You know, the whole town is really impressed with what you've done. Keep it up, and you'll have enough work to keep you fed for a lifetime.
Well, as long as he's able to lift that sword.
So where do we get paid? The shop or something?
Yeah, but why don't we head back to the apartments first? Take a quick breather.
Which lesson was that again?
Lesson 1. Got it? Anyway, let's go.
I knew you'd be able to find them all.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, you would probably keep that can of air on your shelf like you would keep a Japanese can of Pepsi with a specific flavor and design.
I've been told the sewage smell's gotten much worse near Cat Cabaret.
Of course it boosts the style set.
What's the big sword for?
I will say, not all movies or games get that right, but really good child voice acting all across the board.
What's gonna happen to Midgar?
Hi, Mal.
Someone's back awful early. Not that I mind. Would you two be dears and swap your filters out for me? I left them in your rooms.
Sure thing.
Not so fast, you. Do me a favor. She needs a friend. A real friend.
We're already friends.
So when she talks, are you really listening? Thinking about her and her feelings? Or are you just going through the motions? Go on.
Huh. This... Like I said last stream, I was worried that the characters would just be reduced to their base characters after so much time has passed, but instead they went the opposite direction and dove really deep and recognized very well what makes these characters work. And the fact is, Tifa is a caregiver. Like, she shoulders the entire emotion, like so much of the emotional burden of this entire goddamn team throughout the game. And the fact that her friend Marl positively intuits that, hey, maybe Tifa should be able to vent to someone at some point. She could probably really use that. It's just a character beat that, to me, just reflects a lot of thinking I did over the years about these characters, and it's neat.
Let's take care of this real quick, okay?
Sure.
Come over when you're done.
In a minute, Cloud is gonna be like, so you need a friend, like a real friend? And she's like, are you coming on to me? This is weird. We're like siblings. In this part of the story, at least. So, where would the water filter be located? Oh, that's a shame. That used to be text. And we can't really... Ah, in the sink, of course. Or under the sink, yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be done in a bit.
Oh my god. Tifa owns a handbag. And a boxing bag. Custom-made CDs.
Finally.
Fantasy.
So, after you left the village, I let you off the hook before, back at the hall, but not this time.
Run, Cloud, run.
Well, when we were kids, everybody wanted to be a soldier, right?
Yeah, I remember they were on the news every day during the war.
Thing is, by the time I finally made it in, they didn't need heroes anymore. It was nothing like what we dreamt of. It was just working for Shinra. Just...
I'm sorry. I know it's a touchy subject.
Not exactly small talk. Especially with someone you haven't seen in a while.
Dude.
I get it.
There are people I don't see for years, but we still have a connection that kinda endures.
Us going our separate ways, thinking that must be it, that we'd never meet again, and then here of all places we do. You know what? We should totally celebrate. Let's dress up and hit the town.
Really?
I mean, why not? It'll be fun.
We'll find such a cute dress for you.
Not like fancy, but I'll figure something out. What do
For
you
Cloud,
think
I
would
mean.
suit me, huh?
Don't say something stupid. Something sporty.
Something sporty?
I don't think that'd be so different from my usual.
That's why I picked it. It was a safe choice.
Will do.
Oh god.
This is gonna be so much fun. You'll see.
That poor man.
Maybe.
I mean, I want all these quote-unquote bad things happening to him, but...
I think it's time we head back to the bar. Come on.
Hey.
You don't need a break?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Marl isn't always right, you know.
We listen to everything. Oh, apologize. Although, for a second I thought that, like, the cell phone of one of the characters was going off. Anyway, yeah. Oh, we're gonna talk to Mal, huh?
Hey, Marl. We took care of the filters, so we're gonna head back to the bar now.
Take care, you two. Oh, you're looking pretty chipper.
I don't feel that different.
Must be my imagination, then. Anyway, keep your wits about you, Merc. A token of my appreciation. Be good to her. You'll get no second chances from me.
Still not entirely clear if Mal wants them to hook up or just have a good time, and at one point she would just completely kick kick Cloud's ass if he gets too close or too cheeky with Tifa. Uses damage taken when equipped by non-active characters. That's an interesting one.
So they blew up a reactor so they could apparently it was done by a terrorist.
Where are we anyway? Oh, we cleared all the side quests. Okay, let's do like a cutscene over at the bar and then save the game, because I'm not gonna do a 3-hour stream right now. Wow, this guy is just very high strung.
Here we are. You must be tired.
Same as you, I guess.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey.
The what
do
now?
you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute, build up some savings.
I see.
And then what?
So, what'll it be? Want to head back out for a little while?
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying Marl a lot. It's also my personal headcanon that this is Marl from Chrono Trigger. And after she survived Chrono, and probably all the other characters, she got tired of time travel and dimension hopping, and just settled down in Midgar, of all places, and all universes. Because not just the name, the hair too. Head back out into town. No, that's...
We're back.
Did you have fun?
Lots of fun.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
We killed so many things.
Then the plan is...
Marlene, wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
See? That's clever. This way she doesn't hear about our secret plans and we don't have to chase her out of town like Johnny.
About my pay.
You'll get your money. So sit down and shut up until we're finished.
Cloud, I thought the money thing was handled. Oh, that's clever.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer. In the meantime... grab a seat.
Maybe Johnny only got roped into this shit because he accidentally got a high score of all 7s and was suddenly in a secret base. Yeah, sure, something hard.
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
Like you. Tifa, you're overqualified for this place.
Well, most people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
But you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case...
How does it have a... Did she even put something...
The Cosmo Canyon.
Ah, it's red, see?
Beautiful.
I gotta go.
Accidentally finding the hideout? I mean... I hope that Brink smashes him so hard he goes on a vision quest all the way.
Bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public enemy number 1. Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the...
Is that why we hear your chest plate pounding?
on this momentum. Speaking of which, you coming on the next one?
For the right price.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a raise. Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die, if I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional, like you.
I think, like, I think both Cloud and Tifa. I think both Cloud and Tifa would not hesitate to save Jesse in a pinch. But honestly, if I had to trust someone to in this setting, right at this point in the story, it would still be Tifa. Yeah. It's either 2 spikes towards the eyes, or you suddenly hear Madonna songs and you don't know why. Can I save here? Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, das kann... Really nice cover art. Like, I want a poster with all the covers. See? That's what I mean why I want the sequel to have, like, a Chocobo racing mode that is basically a whole game onto itself with online and all sorts of tricked out functions. Because of course there's a playable darts game in Seventh Heaven. If these games gonna take like 10 years to develop, at least put all the bullshit in. Game? True. Oh. Cloud throwing bullseyes while no one else is watching. Big mood. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they're gonna go for trilogy and wrap the second part somewhere on the Northern Continent, either after the Aerith thing or the Northern Crater. And, just give a lot of attention to detail on stuff we fondly remember, like the Chocobo racing, or maybe develop Vincent and Yuffie. Oh, nice. Wedge, Tifa, Jesse, Johnny, Marl. Ah, Marl throwing better than Barret. But then again, Barret is missing an arm. Maybe his good hand is gone. Biggs.
Maybe just chill a bit.
Am I allowed to save? I am. Okay. Yeah, like developing Yuffie and Vincent in more detail. sort of stuff. And yeah, they also are basically going for like an alternate history take, so that's gonna change some things. He has an attachment just for playing darts, and at one time on a mission he accidentally took that one on a mission, but it was still extremely dangerous, and some Shinra soldiers lost eyes, and yep. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I might feel tempted to do another late night stream today, but maybe also not until tomorrow, or at the most until Monday. But yeah, if you like what you saw, you can find a lot of my stuff over on YouTube, where my VODs go before they expire here on Twitch. Yeah, like the kind of shit that was even too gruesome for Barrett. If you want to be notified when my next stream happens, you can do so by following me on Twitch, Twitter, Mastodon. And if you want to support the stream, you can do so over, well, following on any service helps really, but I also have a tip jar, and it's over on Ko-fi. Yeah. Everyone enjoy the rest of the holidays. Take care of yourself. Be safe, and I'll see you all next time for more of this game, because it's a very enjoyable experience. Bye.